I thought it would be a good idea to make like a small little mini series on certain archetypes that I've been finding to reoccur, because like I've just been sort of making notes on which ones people keep saying that they experienced, so that we might be able to make a better sort of map of what's going on. I don't know if you guys can see me. It's kind of dark out. I decided to make this pretty late. I've been practicing piano all day, but I think the first archetype that I wanted to talk about is a weird one, actually. Like, it started from the video of Joe Rogan that I made, the jester one, and he talked about like the jester giving the middle finger. And I thought that was funny. I didn't really make anything of it, but a bunch of people started commenting saying that they experienced it too, and they were pretty specific about their experiences. And like, I for a second thought that they were just having a laugh or something, or they were just trying to troll me, but they were pretty specific with their encounters, and there was like probably like 5 of them just on the YouTube page. And I shared that one with a bunch of people on shroomery.org, and a bunch of them said, yeah, I also get like middle finger entities. And that I thought was really, really strange. So I think like we can call them sort of archetypes when they're basically reoccurring patterns. So I would call like the jester an archetype, and then I would call the middle finger obviously an archetype. But there's other ones that I want to get to, which I'll make other sort of videos about. But for this one, for my experience with it, it's kind of strange. Like, it sounds familiar to me, but I don't know if I recognize them actually giving the middle finger. Because what I see a lot is, I see a lot of limbs, like arms, like, but they look kind of clown-like. They're really long and noodly, and then they have like the white glove type things, and usually they're maybe yellow and white striped, like really long limbs, and they wouldn't really give the middle finger, but they would do weird sort of motions. Like they would go like this and sort of point at me, but they would like move their hands really flowing, like they would just be like, but I don't know. I don't really experience that one, but I obviously experience the jesters and clowns. Clowns for the most part. The thing that I experience the most are the circus type environments, and then obviously the clowns. And I'll get into the other archetypes that I experience that I think everyone does, but this one definitely is strange. I really would be interested to see if more people report that one. But Joe Rogan's interpretation of it was pretty profound, I think. The whole not taking yourself seriously, because I think that's cool. Like his idea that people, they take stupid shit, they let it get to them, basically. So like, someone calling you an asshole on the street, you'd be like, oh, to ruin your day and shit. But if you sort of took his advice and or his interpretation of that experience to not take it seriously, not let it get to you, just realize that that's sort of just coming from you, or it's like it's an aspect of you, and you don't have to take it personally. I think that's I think it was a really healthy interpretation that he had. A lot of these weird fundamentalist Christians are trying to make videos that this was a reason why it's evil and satanic, and they want to get any reason for, or they want to look at any reason for why to vilify it. And if they hear anything negative, or if they they only operate in a binary state. It's either dark or light. There's never no gray area. There's never no, like, it's always, they only just see the surface of things. And like, I wish people would sort of analyze the situation and say like, hey, maybe there's an underlying message to this. They just mock people and say, oh, you're it's so obvious that these things are evil and shit like that, and it's really primitive, and I don't really think it's necessary, or it's a helpful interpretation. But if anyone else sort of experiences it, I would be interested in knowing that. I'll let you guys know if I see it, but this will be the first episode on this sort of archetype series, because I just want to have this information available for, logging purposes, because I don't really think anyone else is making note of this stuff, so I figured I might as well do it, and some people find it interesting. So sorry if I'm a little jittery, but it's kind of cold out doing this at night when you have like a sweater on. But anyways, have a good night.